Hey guys, Tuna Sandwich Pie here. Bring you a battle report from Buckeye battles. I obviously did not do the last game of that one-day tournament that I had mentioned because real life got in the way, and it was also against my younger brother who already posted it on his channel or whatever, and I got my butthole smashed. So basically, this is going to be a continuation from that last game into my game against ChiHammer's Orcs and Goblins, which actually kind of works out well. But fluff wise, it's basically like, well, not fluff wise. We'll go with the actual game. I got shot to crap by my brother. Um, his goblins fought against my change giant, and he just kept throwing the stupid shit he gets in. And I think I finally killed the goblins or broke them or whatever because I got dragon ogres and the Shoggoth into them. But what was it? I think the highlight of the game for me was when he ran his trolls and his savages into my Wrath Warrior block, and after like 2-3 rounds of combat, the only thing left on my side was my BSB, and he could not kill him at all because he had a 1-up rerollable, which was always fun. Um, Aside from that, like I said, real life just got in the way. We drove, me and 3 other guys, both my brother, Gene Phelps, who's also does the battle reports from I think it was Wargaming from Balcony, I think is what it's called. They got a lot of videos, and I think he's trying to get more actual battle reports up too. So definitely go check out his channel. I'll pop that in there in the description. But anyways, I'm going to run through my list, and then I'll run through James's. I'm going to try and type them up and have them like scrolling down, and hopefully that'll work. But here's my list for Buckeye battles. I had Lord of Chaos, marked Change with the Spear of Gagnir, Bluffer's Helm, Duststone, Potion of Swiftness, and Waste Hardened Skin. So he's got a 1-up rerollable with the Bluffer's Helm rerolling against, or the enemy has to reroll wounds, and then 6 Strength with Lethal Strike and AP1, which Lethal Strike throughout this entire tournament I don't think did anything for him, but whatever. Then my BSB is marked Change, has Sword of Strength, Hardened Shield, Talisman of Greater Shielding, Banner of Courage, and the Third Eye. So he's got 6 Strength and then a 2-up, 4-up. And the unit is immune to Terror and Fear. Next I have a Wrath Priest with the Crown of Scorn. Other than that, he's pretty much naked. Then I have a Barbarian Chief with Screaming Swords and Ring of Fire. 23 Warriors of Change with Sword and Board, full command. Barbarians, I got 25 of them, marked Lust, with throwing weapons and paired weapons. Probably could have saved 25 points and put the movement banner or some sort of banner on my warriors because the throwing weapons honestly did nothing the entire game. But I've never used them and I wanted to try them. So there's that. Then I have a unit of Wrath Chosen with paired weapons, 14 of them with full command. Let's see what else. No, sorry, not full command. I just had the champion and standard bearer. I didn't put a musician in there. 1, 2, 3 units of warhounds. 1 of 6, 2 of 5. 10 lust chosen, just because I wanted to run the unit that I had made with the Age of Sigmar models, the Sigmarines or whatever. They turned out pretty badass. But gave them halberds. No command, no nothing. Let's see. I have Chariot of Lust, Chariot, and then the True Chaos Chariot, Elder Dragon Centaur with paired weapons and light armor, and then a Wasteland Giant of Lust. So on to James's Orcs and Goblins. Let's see. We had a. Now, bear with me. I think he's using like what's it called? Like Battle Scribe or something. So it's a little off to me. There's a Goblin King on a Hutsman Spider with backstabbing Dirks, Dragon Skill Helm, Potion of Swiftness, and Shred of Rebirth. So that's his Koopa. Then Orc Warlord Iron Orc with magic items, Divine Icon, Dragon Mantle, Screaming Swords, Talisman of Supreme Shielding. Then we have Goblin Shaman, level 2, Path of the Little Gods, Obsidian Rock, and Tome of Arcane Lore. Then his BSB Orc Chief Common Orc with Mithril Mail. And looks like a great weapon, maybe? Yeah. Then Orc Shaman, level 2, Path of the Big Gods with the Dispel Scroll. Then he had a unit of Goblin Raiders with light lances and shields. Then Orc Edbashers, Common Orcs, 34 of them it looks like, with spears and shields, full command. Then regular orcs, his crossbow orcs, 20 orcs, crossbows. Then he had a unit of 5 Nasher Dashers, 2 catapults, so I think the splatter, 2 splatters, cave trolls, motherfuckers, 6 of them, and then 2 goddamn gargantulas. So that was his list. Next, we did the hidden deployment. So basically, they had a big sheet in front of us, and we didn't know where each other were putting anything. The mission for it, for objectives or whatever, you selects 3 banners to keep the whole game. Mark them so that your opponent knows what's what, and then you get bonus battle points for +1 for each of your nominated banners not captured or killed. +1 if you still have 2 core units alive not fleeing. And +1 if your cheapest unit non-character survives the game. If you have several of the same cost, almost survive. My 2 were my, what are they called? My 2 wolf units. And you could use the banner, you could use your BSB to count for it. And I think I marked my BSB, my Change Warriors, and my Wrath Chosen. But anyways, I hope the list stuff actually went through and worked. But here is the quick fluff, and off to the game. A bloodied and broken warrior approached Jaren. He dropped to his knees in supplication, coughing blood as he hit the hard ground. It was their lieutenant, finally returning from the raids that were meant to be his grave. Jaren's sneer could be felt around the hall. 2 narcs stood in the shadows behind Jaren's darkened throne. The halls were dark, but smelled of incense and blood. "Speak," Jaren boomed. The warrior shied away at the sound of his voice. He coughed again and spoke. My lord, our raiding party was hit from all sides. We were ambushed by beastmen, then elves, and orcs. I was the only one to make it out after the Green Horde's attack. The orcs were said to be the bannermen of a larger force, led by dread Iron Tooth. Jaren's movement was slight, and before the warrior could finish his words were cut short, his head rolling down the steps. Well, brother, your vision seemed to be right again. What do the gods say of this dread Iron Tooth? 2 narcs stepped from the shadows, though they seemed to cling to him, not showing any more of his features. My visions haven't granted me much, unfortunately, brother. I have seen the skittering of giant arachnids, as well as a goblin with a taste of griffin flesh. We need to tread cautiously. Jaren nodded and called to his bodyguard to ready the troops. They were going south again.
Nasher Dashers, A-Rock, Splatterer, right?
Yeah, Splatterer.
Crossborks, Wolf Riders. Come on. There we go. Common Orcs?
Common Orc, Spears.
Spears, okay. Trolls, Cave, another Splatterer, and the Chicken Rock.
Chicken Rock!
Fucking badass.
Chewie, you're right there!
And then on my side, EDC, Halberd Chosen, Giant, Lust Giant, Dogs. These are Chosen of Wrath with paired weapons. Wrath Priest, full command. This one is the True Chaos Chariot. 25 Lust Barbarians with additional hand weapons and a standard bearer with a Barbarian Chief. Lust Chariot right here. This is 23 Warriors Change Sword and Board with General and BSB. Dogs. So this was hidden deployment, and we're gonna roll to see who goes first. Looks like on my end, EDC's over there, and Fireball from there to there, Dispel Scroll, and off to Orcs turn 1. Shifted over, everybody got it shifted back. Web launcher, right, on these guys, so they have to take danger strain. They march or charge? They march or charge? Okay. Then rock lava on these guys, the other web launcher shot off over there. Oh, crossbows. Rock lava there. And rock lava there. Magic did nothing, right? Yeah, kill the dogs, and they have the attribute on them. So off to Warriors turn 2. Search. Here. And then Giant got a double 6s to the charge. We needed a 10 on the first roll for that. Then I grabbed one of his wizards, stuffed him in my fucking pants, rubbed him all over my balls. He was right there. And then I did 3 wounds with the stomp. He's steadfast, he's stuck, and then he's reforming. Fireball, I killed all but one of his Nasher Dashers over there. And now it is off to Goblin's turn 2. So, he broke the dogs, he wiped them out like bitches. Misfire on him. Took a wound. These guys hit. Where did he shoot? They both shot the Shoggoth, and he's dead. Other than that, Magic, I think, did nothing. Tried to stop them. I scrolled it, and then I dispelled whatever else I tried. Combat over here, my Giant fucking wiped out the Orcs, and they fled. And now it is off to Warriors turn 3. So movement looks like this. Giant charged into the fucking lobber, killed it, overran. It's probably gonna die. Over here, moved like this. These guys failed frenzy like assholes. They're about to get wiped. And then Fireball went off, hit them, and they saved everything. And that was it. So off to Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Like this. Let's see. So these guys charged the Lust Chosen both, and this guy charged into the Wrath Chosen. They wiped out the Lust Chosen, overran. They didn't make it, but the Trolls made it. And yeah, I have 3 guys left.
These fucking guys rolled a 3 on the overboard.
So yeah, these guys with like 30 fucking attacks did 3 wounds to this thing. And now it's off to Warriors turn 4. Like this.
I'm scratching my balls right when you started that.
These guys went in here, and I made the mistake of doing a challenge. I won by 1, but he stuck and reformed. So, and these guys kept fucking running. So off to Orcs and Goblins turn 4. There. These guys charged in. As you can see, didn't work out too well. This guy charged here. They're still on the board, but probably gonna go off. And then Chariot's over there, ready to get in that bitch. So off to Warriors turn 5, top of 5. It looks like such. Move these guys. Swift Reform moved them back. Failed. These guys ran off. He impacted the shit out of that thing dead, and turned top of 5 or.
Top of 6 now, isn't it?
No, it was top of 5 because that was my turn 5.
Oh,
I thought.
You started?
I started.
So it's bottom of 5.
Bottom of 5. So Orcs and Goblins turn 5, and then movement. Koopa's being a dick. Over here, they charged over here, and they fled, and then nothing happened other than that. Web launch missed there, and he couldn't go there, so he went here, and didn't wound anything, but they're still DT'd, and top of 6. Move these guys back a little bit. This guy got out of charge arc over here. That guy went over to fuck with them. And last turn.
As the sun rose, the brothers could make out 2 huge silhouettes on the horizon. Their 8 legs twitched in the dawn sky. In the distance, they could hear the raucous laughter, and fighting. When the battle begun, they lost their elder dragon centaur to a large stone lobbed into his face, smashing the ancient monster to the ground. Their giant, eager for debauchery, rushed forward and started stuffing goblins and orcs alike into his pants before he was set upon by one of the large arachnids. The chosen of Wrath's bloodlust was too great. Frothing at the mouth, they charged the lone unit of wolves, only to be overtaken by a unit of trolls and the second giant spider. One of the tribe's chieftains, eager to prove his worth to the brothers, charged his barbarians into the flank of the orc general and called out a challenge, only to be smashed to the ground by the mighty orc's blows. His men, shaken by the loss of their chief, ran and did not stop. While all this happened, Jaren and Tunark were taunted by a fat goblin skirting the forest and vomiting insults, but never coming close enough to engage. Infuriated, Jaren sounded the retreat, swearing to the greenskins that they would be put in their place next time they met. Alright, so the game started out decently for me in that I got a long bomb charge. Well, first if I dropped all my shit, I think I did that pretty much in all my games, except for maybe one of them. I don't remember which, but I dropped all my shit, got to go first, and basically I got a long bomb charge off with my giant and just started shoving freaking, I think I grabbed his goblin shaman and put him in my pants, and then did the same for one other guy, I think, and then ended up wrecking the unit and making the mistake of hitting his one rock lava and then overrunning into his arachnarok instead of keeping the rock or the giant there and then moving my warriors up to deal with that arachnarok. So if I did that, I probably would have still had my giant, and I would have gotten points for the arachnarok and then been able to move across the board. But instead, I made the mistake of running him straight in there and then having to play keep away with Koopa and freaking that Ragnarok when I should have just charged straight in and let him freaking go after me. But I haven't played in months, so there's my excuse. Losing the Elder Dragon Centaur to a goddamn rock lava before he did anything was shitty, to say the least. And then James was saying that he thought the turning point was when I lost my Wrath Chosen because of a failed Frenzy test. Personally, I think it could have gone okay for me had I not accepted the challenge with my Barbarian King when I got the Chariot and the Barbarian unit into his orcs, because I won combat, but he got an extra like 3 overkill from my Barbarian Chief from the combat. But one other thing that James actually pointed out after the fact, because we both totally like glossed over it, but he wasn't steadfast, so which I think is what he rolled on when we did the test. So technically, that entire unit could have easily been gone after that combat, which it very well should have been, but we didn't catch it in time, so, you know, it's kind of, what can you do? But, like I said, I haven't played in forever, so that's partly my fault for not realizing it and pointing it out, but I was having fun during the game. Me and James were sitting there talking trash and having fun, so I wasn't too worried about it. I mean, yeah, I only got 9 battle points, but it was better than getting completely rocked or tabled. But I think that's all the real like fun stuff that happened during the game. But anyways, I pulled next game. I went against what was he called? Saurian Ancients, and that guy was he was probably my favorite opponent. Anyways, not to say that James wasn't awesome, but this guy was he was getting his ass kicked and still freaking was all smiles. Anyways, I'll leave. You probably already have James's or ChiHammer's page, but I'm going to put his link to his channel down in the description as well. And then I'll try in the next couple days to get another report or two out, and hopefully not lose my motivation to do it. I'm kind of taking a break on painting and all that crap, so we'll see what happens. But I got this one out, so yay me. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Hey guys, one last thing. I have decided to try out the support button for my channel. Basically, if you enjoy my content and would like to see more, any little bit would help towards expenses for travel and such to get to more tournaments. You obviously don't have to, and I'm not expecting anybody to, but if you do, it would be greatly appreciated. I know Once Bitten has something similar on his page, but again, if you feel the need and you want to support my channel and my tournament going habits, then by all means, hit that support button and shoot me some funds. Thanks, and see you in the next one.